Pittsburgh Steelers running back Najee Harris just revealed that wide receiver Calvin Austin will be featured a lot in the offense this season for the Steelers. The one guy who's been getting a lot of buzz around his name from his teammates and his coaches has been Calvin Austin. And now, running back Najee Harris says that Calvin Austin could be lined up at wide receiver, but not only that, at running back as well. So, here's a full quote about what Najee Harris had to say about Calvin Austin. "We've got Calvin back. I think I'm excited about that. Calvin's a kind of a unicorn. You could put him really anywhere. Put him in the backfield, put him in the slot, everywhere. He's going to be featured a lot. He's going to put a lot of pressure on defenses that'll help all of us out. Just seeing him line up everywhere." So, like I said, this isn't the first teammate of Calvin Austin to speak out about him. Even quarterback Kenny Pickett said that he expects a really good year from Calvin Austin and to really show out. So, with Calvin Austin, obviously he missed all of last season, his rookie season. So, now he has something to prove. And just to give some little bit of context here, obviously this is still the spring and they're still in mandatory minicamp and just finished OTAs, and small and fast players like Austin, they typically look better in these type of environments before the pads come on and it's actually full contact. Yes, quick guys and fast guys kind of stand out because they're faster than the rest. But now, this time around, we actually have to see him produce on the field and not just in practice. But now, going back to Najee Harris's quote, the one thing that really stands out about what he said is him being lined up everywhere so far in practice and minicamp. Meaning that he's not just being lined up as a slot guy. I know because he's small and he's fast and he's not really a big guy, some might think of him as only a slot receiver. But I believe, and obviously Najee Harris believes, that he can affect the game in multiple areas. Because if you think about it, the Steelers have been missing a really fast guy on their offense for many years. Yes, they have Deontay Johnson, but he's more quick than fast if you think about it. Calvin Austin brings that track speed to the Steelers, meaning when they do these jet sweeps, not only can he reach the edge and kind of get past the guy, but he's a threat to take it to the house on every given play. So he should get a lot of work in that area. And even when you think about it, the screen game for the Steelers, the past few years, it really has not been that effective. It has gone for negative yards a lot. But hopefully now, Calvin Austin, if he gets more work in that type of area, even the screen game, hopefully that improves. And even the running back, like Najee Harris said, putting him in the backfield. Because when you think about it, the Steelers have guys in Najee Harris and Jalen Warren, but they're more bigger type of running backs. But just think if you could put Calvin Austin there, just like how Deebo Samuel lines up in the backfield for the 49ers, and he's a threat there. If the Steelers could somehow get Calvin Austin to play multiple areas on the field and use his speed and his quickness to an advantage against the opposing defense, it could really put the Steelers in a good situation. Just imagine if you line Calvin Austin up as running back and he's able to take it to the house or even get big yardage out of the backfield. Yes, the Steelers have Anthony McFarland Jr. and he was supposed to be that guy coming out when the Steelers drafted in the 4th round a few years back now, 3 years back. He's been in the league for 3 years and he still hasn't got it going. This is his best opportunity to have an impact this season, but he hasn't had it so far. So imagine if Calvin Austin is able to be used in the backfield and kind of be the Anthony McFarland Jr. that has been missing for the Steelers offense and kind of play that role that he was supposed to play. And putting a wide receiver in the backfield, that really utilizes their speed and quickness, because getting them into space and giving the opportunity, you want playmakers with the ball in their hands. And if you have a threat who could take it to the house on every given play based off his track speed, you got to give him some opportunities. I'm not saying he's going to get a lot of opportunities. Some games he may not even get any, but just certain situations, having a guy who's fast and could take it to the house, giving the ball in his hands and just giving him opportunity to make a play, sometimes it's better than not. And also, like I said, he's a smaller wide receiver, so some might think that he's only a slot receiver. But if you look at his time with Memphis in college, I know it's just college, but he lined up more on the outside as a receiver than actually in the slot with Memphis. So he has those reps as an outside wide receiver. Yes, he's probably not going to get as much time there because the Steelers have George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, which is an outside receiver, and even Allen Robinson now. And they have Miles Boykin and these guys who are purely outside wide receivers. And he's going to have more opportunities at a slot. But he's a guy who could do that because he had those reps at Memphis and actually produced 2 straight years, his senior year and the year before that. So he's produced at a high level as an outside guy at Memphis. So Matt Canada, he's really in a make or break season as the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive coordinator, and Najee Harris seems to admit that the Steelers are mixing things up, not only personnel wise, but formation wise as well. Even though Matt Canada said the identity of the Steelers, he doesn't expect it to change from last season. I made a video on that yesterday, so if you want to go check it out, go ahead to see what Matt Canada had to say about the Steelers offense this upcoming season. But the explosive plays, that has to get better. And the Steelers now have guys who can help that explosive plays category. And I'm not just talking about Kelvin Austin. The Steelers have Deontay Johnson who can help that, but the Steelers just haven't utilized them in the right way, I believe. They have George Pickens going to his second season as a unique wide receiver. They have Darnell Washington, who they added, who could be a big play threat if the Steelers give him a chance over the middle of the field. Pat Freiermuth, Allen Robinson. They have all these guys, and now with the speed of Kelvin Austin and the explosive plays that needs to pick up, hopefully that improves for the Steelers this season and this preseason. Hopefully Kelvin Austin's able to stay healthy and we're going to see him in his first game action with the Steelers, and hopefully he earns a spot with the Steelers on the depth chart to actually get plays. Because when you think about it, if he enters as the 4th wide receiver on the team, how many plays is he really going to get? So hopefully he's able to earn a spot and earn certain formations which he's utilized in and really shows out, so the offense coordinator has to play him. Also, we all know Matt Canada loves using the horizontal side of the field, meaning that he's just not going to have guys going up and down vertical. He's not have guys going sideline to sideline. He loves utilizing jet sweeps and the screen game to do so. But the past few years, the only guys who the Steelers have had that was capable of doing that, because they don't have guys at wide receiver who are necessarily quick. They have more bigger built guys and bigger built guys at running back and tight end. The only guys who they actually have that were able to do it is Deontay Johnson because he was quick, and Steven Sims. But other than that, the Steelers have more bigger built guys on their team that they really can't do that. But now, hopefully with Kelvin Austin returning and Deontay Johnson, now they have 2 guys to do that. And like I said, Deontay Johnson's more quick than fast. So I expect it to be more on the hands of Kelvin Austin. And now when we do jet sweeps and we do screens, maybe we could look more forward to it instead of knowing that it's going to do nothing for our team and it's going to put us behind the sticks. Maybe now we'll believe that it's actually capable of a working offense and it'll be utilized greatly. So with that being said, let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel about this? How do you feel Najee Harris's comments saying that Kelvin Austin is going to be utilized a lot in the Steelers offense this upcoming season, not just as a wide receiver, but maybe even lining up as a running back in certain formations with his explosive play type ability? So let me know down how you think about that in the comments below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well if you like Steelers content and analysis and reports. Like the video. Turn on post notifications down below for this channel as well, so you get notified whenever I post next Steelers video. Click the bell down below so you never miss out. I covered everything Steelers this past couple of months, covering all the draft, free agency, all the new people we picked up. I did introductions to all the new guys. If you want to go see that, they're on the channel. Go ahead and watch it. If you want to see me cover a more specific player, let me know down in the comments below as well. And just know everything moving forward, heading into training camp, preseason, regular season, repeating the whole cycle all the way up to the draft. I'm covering everything Steelers football. So this is the best place to stay up to date. So like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.